Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're actually going to be doing a tutorial on how to vertical. And I know a lot of you guys wanted to see a video like this. I know there's a few already on YouTube, but I figured I'll try my best to show you guys how to do it myself. I have a few cool tips on how to actually practice it. I know a lot of people just say, oh, do like this motion. That is a part of it, but it's not all of it. There still comes a lot of practice and a lot of other techniques that other people haven't gone over, so I figured I'd do that. To start off, I recommend playing on 60 Hertz. You can do that on the Oculus headsets by using SideQuest. I'll leave a link to SideQuest in the description. You just have to download that, and you could look up other like tutorials on how to do it. It's pretty simple, but yeah, that'll be in the description. All right, now onto the actual like tutorial. You do want to learn how to actually vertical properly, so it is this motion right here. So it's kind of like a circular motion that goes downwards. So once you get like this type of motion down, it's kind of hard to explain. Like at least like trying, like if you want to start out just going like straight up like this, like normally, like you could do that, but to really stay on the wall you kind of want to do the circular motion. I recommend just going up a little bit, just hitting, and then you'll eventually probably do that, and you just want to kind of keep going until you get as high as possible. And once you kind of get that motion down, you actually want to come to a wall like this. Like this is probably the best area to practice it. It's probably this wall on the side of the map. I recommend coming in like normally wall running and then going up to do the vertical, instead of just going like an awkward side and then you end up getting stuck and whatever. Another tip I would like to show is, like, I know a lot of people like wall run like completely sideways. That is actually the incorrect way to vertical. People don't actually go over this, but you actually want to look slightly into the wall, and then your hand has a lot more room to hit. So like if you're sideways, you're gonna end up hitting your body and you're gonna fall. If you look kind of like slightly into the wall, you could stay on it and then go all the way up. That is a weird little tip. I haven't seen anyone really show that specifically on a video yet, so that'll help a lot if you don't really know how to wall climb in general, just to look at the wall slightly, because then your arm has a lot more room to hit. Obviously you don't have to do it, but it's recommended. Once you get all these motions down, come back to this corner of the wall, and what you want to do is just go up a little bit. Just try and get as high as you can, just normally going up. And then once you do that, you're going to want to turn, so it'll look like this kind of. And then you get all the way up the wall. Now you practice both hands by doing that, and you actually get up the wall pretty fast. So I recommend starting off the vertical like this. Like in general, almost all verticals, like if you can do it like this, I recommend it. If not, then you're going to have to start off kind of like this. And that is a lot harder to do to start off with compared to this, because you already have the momentum. You already are kind of running into the wall on a like slant, so it's a lot easier. Yeah, so the biggest thing to practice is just coming up to a wall, and then you could either do it. You could do this two ways. Like you can come out like this and then turn and then go up like that to practice, like, and then once like you get good enough like that, you can start going higher and higher until you're all the way up at the wall. Eventually, if you keep practicing, you won't even have to switch the side. You can just go straight up the wall. Pretty much. That was a bad one, but yeah. So eventually you can just do that, and you can do it on this side too. This side is a little easier, but yeah. Both hands too. I recommend practicing both, not just your right or left, because yeah. Also, if you have the option on the wall to go up and then switch off, it is very, very helpful. You don't lose any speed, and it's really, really easy to just transfer back. Like, I know I do this a lot, but it's a lot easier when you can just switch the wall, like on a corner, because it gives you an extra time on the wall. So yeah, it's pretty useful. Now I'm gonna start teaching you guys how to vertical just on random walls. Like, oh, this is really just like, I guess I'll just show you a few that you can vertical on once you get good enough at it. This one I like to do a lot. You can just vertical up to this branch right here. That's a pretty common one. Or if you want to just keep going, you can just go all the way up and then land on this one. That one's a little harder because the wall is kind of awkward, if you can tell, but you just have to kind of learn how to like transfer onto the other part of the walls that like look kind of weird. So like, if I can see how that one kind of like, if you're verticaling up and it kind of goes like out, like that's not really a good wall to vertical on unless you get like a really weird hit where you can get above it and like land on that, but it's very difficult. So there you go. You just have to kind of learn the wall geometry for a lot of these. But you've seen this one before. You jump from here, go all the way up, and then land on this branch. You could also do it from here. There's 3 spots from here, but from right here, and then land on this branch. You can go all the way up, but I don't recommend it. There's no point. And you can go from right here. Yeah. There is one over here. This is what we like to call death wall. We got that from the Apollo video, but this one right here I use a lot. You can go straight up and then land on this branch right here, or there's another option where you just kind of go up, land on this branch, and then you can do whatever. You could hit off that way, go up here. Yeah, it's really just whatever you want to do. Go down here. There's a bunch of stuff from that tree, but it all depends on, obviously, where the lava monkeys are. In comp, I recommend just going all the way up, but it's up to you. If there's someone trying to cut you off over here, then it's not a good idea, but there's a few. You could also vertical up this one, other side of the death wall, right up to this branch, and you can do the same on this side. All pretty much the same vertical, just different ways to do it. This one right here, kind of go backwards and then up. So backwards, and then this little spot right here, you go up, and then you can jump all the way over here. That one is really good because people don't really know how to vertical backwards that well. I don't know why, but it's like the things that people don't really know how to do is vertical slightly backwards, like this, and left hand verticaling. I don't know why people can't do it, but I'm still trying to get a little better at it. I'm still pretty good at it, but not the best, not as good as my right hand. I think that's gonna wrap up the video. It's really just practice and just knowing the movements. I'll just go over the movement one more time before I end the video. It's kind of like this. You can do it multiple ways. You can just go straight down, but I like to do a slight circle and still down, like this exact movement right here. I love this movement. It's what I do all the time. Like, if you do it fast enough, it doesn't really look like you're doing a circle, but it's just how it is. But yeah, that's it. And hopefully you got some sort of learning experience out of this video. Don't expect to do all these verticals like first try after watching this. It takes practice, obviously. I mean, I've been practicing walls for about I think 5 months now, and yeah, it took a lot of grinding to get all the stuff down, but you can do the same. Just put in the time and effort, and yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to go look at other like verticaling videos, I'll link them in the description if that helps you, if this one didn't. So yeah. Also, before this video ends, I did release new merch. I just never really promoted it yet, so that will also be linked in the description, as well as my Discord, if you want to go in there. I don't really use it that much, to be honest, but sometimes I respond to people. See ya.